Hello there, welcome back, and tonight we've come out to the old pier at Salon and I'm hoping for a sunset. The sun is setting over there. It does look like there's a bank of clouds, so if the sun can get underneath it, all this in front should light up. If not, I'll probably just end up with a couple of long exposures and get a blue hour shot here. Join me shortly. Betsy's off trying to hunt already. I'm going to go and find her, so yeah, join me down by the pier. So I photographed this pier loads and loads of times. Usually midge infested it is here, but we're a bit early at Easter, so no midges. The tide is right in at the moment. Well, I think it's still coming in a little bit, which is nice. The stumps are quite covered, so I'm loving it really. But what I am loving is if you look that way, it is quite dark on the water, and if you look over here we have quite light. So the photographs at the moment are going to look dark and light. That should be pretty, something different, so should be pretty good. Let me line everything up and I'll talk you through my first shot and we'll have a look at this. There is a line straight down, as you can see. The left hand side is bright and the right hand side is quite dark with that dark cloud up there. So we'll try something different and let's see how this looks. I have got a feeling that the sunset is going to fail me because I think there's a bank of cloud on the horizon. If the sun can get underneath, this will suddenly just burst into life, but I'm not holding out, so turn it into a positive and let's do a blue hour shot instead. But let me just show the back of the camera and I'll show you what I'm doing here. So for this shot, where the cloud is there, we have got really dark on the right hand side and really bright on the left. I'm literally just putting the old pier bang in the centre of the frame, and yeah, it looks a beautiful photograph just as it is now. I'll take the shot. I'm shooting because I'm trying to get a little bit of smoothness on the water without putting filters on, so I've dropped the ISO to 50. Shooting f16, that's giving me a fourth of a second. As it gets a little bit darker, I should be able to get away with no filters, which I don't want to use tonight. So yeah, I'll put the shots on for you right now. Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. Little giveaway, little telltale that you're gonna fail the sunset is when you take a shot like this. Although you can see now it looks grey on this camera, on a DSLR the clouds will actually start to look blue because we'll naturally start to come into blue hour that little bit earlier. There is little bits of orange on the horizon over there, so you never know, this could just light up in a couple of seconds. It may be short-lived, but if it did light up it would look fantastic. So I think now I'm just going to wait here and see what happens. This pier looks fantastic. I love it here. Such a photogenic place. Usually you have cormorants and other seabirds on every post. There's just a couple at the moment, so you may see a few come in, and it's just beautiful. Everywhere on the Isle of Mull is just absolutely beautiful. I love it up here, absolutely love it. So in the distance up there we have Ardnamurchan on the other side. I was hoping to get over there Tuesday, but the ferry's off to Tobermory, so I had to come back down to Fishnish, and with a little ferry on as well. The ferries are a nightmare here at the moment, but hopefully I'm trying to get everything sorted for this weekend, ready for the bank holiday weekend, so I think everything's going to be fine. But for me it's turned out to be an absolute nightmare trying to get over here. I had a 3-hour wait to come onto the island. If you get a lorry or big vans getting onto the little ferry, you lose so many car places and you just end up waiting. So yeah, it does look like some of the cloud there is just going a little bit light, so we may get a little bit of light come through in a bit. I'm going to get off and I'm going to try a few shots and just see what's happening with the colours. I do love it. It's so peaceful and so quiet. It's still cold, but it's beautiful here. Absolutely beautiful. Shutter speed is now down to 0.3 of a second, so we are starting to get a little bit of smoothness on the water. It's pretty calm anyway. There is just a ripple here. There's a gentle breeze. It is very gentle, but there is still ripple there, which I would like a nice smooth water if I can. For anybody who's got camper vans or likes camping, I'll just turn you around from this pier, and just there is a campsite. You can camp, you can come there in a motorhome, camper van, anything. I've heard fantastic things about it. I know a few people who have camped here and they've all loved it. So if you're into camping and you want to do it on the cheap, there's a beautiful campsite in Salon. So yeah, something for everyone. I definitely think sunset's failed, so I think it is going to be blue hour. Typical, those who follow me will know I have no luck whatsoever with sunsets. There's always that bank of cloud right where the sun is and it just kills it for me. So let's turn it into a positive and we'll go blue hour instead. Fantastic location for it, so why not? Just look at that. What a peaceful place. A nice tip for you when shooting blue hour. Some of you may know this, some may not, so I'll give you the tip. Change your white balance to daylight, or set a custom white balance of about 5000 Kelvin, and you will help boost the blues. When you think, if you use Photoshop or Lightroom, you can also just drop the colour temperature down in the blue area, just to accentuate that blue just that little bit more, and you will boost it. What I tend to do is I will set white balance on the camera. I tend to set it to shade, which boosts the oranges, because I've come out for the sunset. As soon as I've realised that the sunset is failing, I will then change it to daylight and just let that boost the blue slightly, and then in Photoshop or Lightroom I can just adjust it that little bit more again. So yeah, anything to make the image pop. Good tip though, think of your white balance. Sunset was 4 minutes ago, so it looks like that definitely isn't happening now. So all I'm going to do now is just stand here and just wait for that bright area just to go a little bit dimmer and a little bit darker, and then hopefully try and get a couple of seconds exposure just to smooth the water, and we should get a couple of beautiful shots. I'm hoping that that cloud right behind the pier up in the sky now stays there. Some beautiful cloud to the right, but to the left it is just quite bright really. So hopefully we can keep a little bit of cloud there for a little bit of detail in the sky. But what I mainly want now is just go a little bit darker and get a smoother water. So it's just a case now of waiting for it to go dark. I could just go and get a 3-stop filter, throw it on, and I could get exactly what I want. But I want to try and do it without filters tonight if I can, and I know I can. So yeah, it's so quiet here. All I can hear is the water just splashing against the rocks. There's no one else there, just me and Betsy. Betsy's in the car now, she's going wild. I think she's found something in the bank, and I'm hoping it's not otters. She hasn't got to them anyway, but it's probably mice or something in the bank. I know there are otters here because the other day I was over there, and while I was photographing the boats for sunrise, you've probably seen the video already, an otter comes swimming round the side of the boat. So there are otters in this bay. Whoop, I'm falling over. Damn rocks. There are otters in this bay, and rather than risk her disturbing a nest, she's in the car. So it probably is just mice or something in the bank. She tends to dig those out. But yeah, so peaceful. I love this, just a peace and quiet. Just get out, and I don't care if I'm here for another hour waiting. It's just a beautiful night. It's freezing cold night, but it's a beautiful night, and I am in heaven, just here on my own. It's fantastic. It's not getting dark enough for me. The cloud, as you can see, is dissipating. I wish that would move over now, because I'm not liking now the bright area at the pier and this dark area to the left. It's making the photograph look one-sided with the dark. So I've given up anyway, waiting. I am hoping that's going to move more left. I think it is going that way. But I've dropped on a 3-stop filter, and we're now down to 4 seconds with exposure time. The water is looking beautiful. Let me just take a quick shot. Yep, 4 seconds. The water's smoothing out nice now, but I think now I want this dark area to try and move more left. I think I'm going to have to try and lighten that up in Photoshop, to be honest. As you can see with the GoPro, there's a line going straight out to the edge of the pier. We're really dark down here and we're really bright over this side. So it is what it is, and you've got to check what happens on the day. So some of you will hate this photograph, some will appreciate that this is what it is. And you know, if you're one of them, give me a thumbs up and like the image. If you hate it and you think I should have scrapped this image completely and scrapped this location, drop me a comment and tell me. Would you have stuck it out and hoped for the best, or would you just think now it looks terrible and I'm going to go? I'll drop this 4-second exposure on for you now to have a quick look. Let me know your thoughts. I actually think now that this dark area, if you look at the water, you will see underneath the cloud there is a blacker line. It is a little bit brighter to the right of it, and it's really bright to the left, but it does look like it's coming in front of the pier. So I am going to stick it out. Everything seems to be moving from right to left, so hopefully we may just get that towards the middle of the pier, which will look a lot better, so I can get it brighter to the left and to the right, and the dark area in the middle shadow from that big cloud. So yeah, I think let's just hold out and see what happens. So I'm really losing the light now, so I'm going to finish the vlog off. I'm going to stay here a little bit longer. I'll just turn you around to show you what's happening. There's a cloud out to the right, it's dead clear to the left. Everywhere else, if you look behind, we have beautiful cloud all the way around, and just where I'm shooting, it's just a mess. Half of the scene is dark with cloud and the other half of the scene is really bright with nothing there. So yeah, I think I'm just going to hold out a little bit longer just to get a really good blue hour shot. We are into blue hour now, and I'm still enjoying myself, so yeah, I think I'm just going to stop here a bit longer. Because the light is going, I'm going to end the video now. Please check out the links in the description below. Subscribe. We'll do it all again in the next video. Your support really is appreciated. Here are all the photographs. Enjoy and take it easy. Catch you in the next adventure.